And the civilians. The Korean War Veterans Association, Chapter 5053, will post the colors. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lord our Father in heaven, may all of us remember with love and compassion this day, September 11, 2001. Today we remember all those who died, all who sacrificed their lives so others may live, and for all those whose lives were changed forever. May we grieve with those who still mourn, and share memories with those who cannot forget. May we draw strength from those who bravely responded and gave their lives to save others. May we stand with strangers who became neighbors that day and remember the generosity and hospitality. Above all, God, may we remember your faithfulness and learn to trust in your unfailing love. Morning of September the 11th, 2001, many of us were preparing ourselves for our work, our travel, school, and many more are dying every day as a result of the 9/11 attack. There are all our military personnel that have perished protecting our freedom, and all of our wounded warriors trying to cope with their recovery and their lives. May we all pray for their recovery. Briefly refresh your memories of the chronology of terror, the timeline of 9/11/01. It started on a typical work school day. On Tuesday, 9/11/01, exactly 11 years ago today. At 9:58 a.m., United Airlines 175 departed Boston for Los Angeles. At 7:59, American Airlines 11 departed Boston, also for Los Angeles. At 8:01, United Airlines 93 departed Newark for San Francisco. And at 8:10, American Airlines 77 departed Dulles for Los Angeles. And you might note that all these planes were transcontinental, making sure that they all had a full load of jet fuel. At 8:45, American Airlines 11 impacted the North Tower of the World Trade Center. At 9:03, United Airlines 175 impacted the South Tower of the World Trade Center. At 9:43, American Airlines 77 impacted the east wall of the Pentagon. At 10:05, the South Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed. At 10:10, United Airlines 93 crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. At 10:28, the North Tower of the World Trade Center collapsed. There were 245 passengers on these airlines. 2,983 perished on 9/11/01. And it's a tradition in the New York City Fire Department of the 4 5s being played. I will explain to you what that means. The signal 5555 is deeply rooted in the tradition and history of the Fire Department of New York. Years ago, it was transmitted over the fire alarm telegraph circuits in each firehouse by a dispatcher. Using the telegraph key, much like the Morse code key, the dispatcher sent the signal to each firehouse by way of the old bell system. This alerted the department to the death of a member killed in the line of duty or a fire department member who died while serving
the United States Armed Forces. It also is sent upon the death of a prominent government official or a distinguished citizen. Upon receipt of the signal, the officer on duty shall cause the display of the national flag at half-staff in quarters and the fire department buildings. In the 1970s, as the old telegraph system was being replaced by the signal 555, began to be sent over the voice alarm and the computer. This tradition was established in 1865 upon the death of President Abraham Lincoln. The ringing of the 4-5s will be performed by Kevin Cameron, Engine 280 in Brooklyn. He is also the president of Chapter 343, retired New York City firefighters in Spring Hill, Florida. All the victims by the VFW Post 10209 Women's Auxiliary, Kathy Alonzo and Virginia O'Brien. The second wreath will be placed by Jack Joyce and Lou Lesnar, United States Navy veterans, at the USS Cole. Will be placed by Lieutenant John Pasquale, Squad 252, Bushwick, Brooklyn, and Fireman Joe Holland, Engine 83 in the South Bronx. This is for all the New York City firefighters. The fourth wreath will be presented by Patrolman Artie Babcock and Rafael Diaz, representing the NYPD 1013. Mr. 10209 Honor Guard will take their position, please. The U.S. Marine Detail, Corporal Cody Furlong, who is an active serving member, will lower the colors to that stage.
God of mercy, we beg you now to protect in a special way all who serve as firefighters, police officers, and paramedics, in your power and your limitless love. Amen.